Lila's hand trembled as she set down her fork, the clatter echoing through the dining room like a gunshot. Her parents' eyes locked on her, confusion etching lines on their faces, while Jocelyn sat frozen beside her, fingers intertwined under the table in a silent plea for strength. "Mom, Dad," Lyla said, her voice cracking. "I'm in love with Jocelyn. We're together." The silence that followed was suffocating, heavier than the humid Atlanta air outside their suburban home. Her father's face reddened, his knuckles whitening around his napkin. "What did you just say?" he demanded, his southern drawl sharpening into something accusatory. Her mother gasped, hand flying to her chest as if struck. Lila's mind raced. Why now? Why here? But she knew. Hiding any longer would erode her soul piece by piece. Jocelyn squeezed her hand tighter, a reminder that this was their truth, no matter the storm it unleashed. Inside, Lyla battled a torrent of doubt. Was this liberation or self-destruction? She'd grown up in this house, surrounded by Bible verses framed on walls and Sunday sermons preaching traditional values. Her parents weren't monsters, they were products of their world, just as she had been until college opened her eyes. Meeting Jocelyn in that literature class 3 years ago had been like breathing for the first time. Conversations that stretched into nights, shared dreams that felt infinite. But now, facing her family's shock, Lyla wondered if love was worth the fracture. Her father stood abruptly, chair scraping against the hardwood floor. "This is nonsense, Lyla. You've been influenced by all that liberal garbage at school. Jocelyn, I think it's best you leave." Jocelyn's eyes met Lila's, a mix of hurt and resolve. "No, Mr. Hargrove. I love your daughter, and I'm not going anywhere unless she asks me to." The words hung in the air, bold and unyielding. Lila's heart swelled with pride, but fear clawed at her. What if this pushed her parents away forever? As the argument escalated, voices rising like a crescendo in a tragic symphony, Lila's mother interjected, tears streaming. "How could you do this to us? What will the neighbors say? The church?" The questions stabbed at Lila's core, each one a reminder of the invisible chains of expectation. She thought back to her childhood playing the perfect daughter. Straight A's, volleyball captain, dating boys she felt nothing for. It was all a facade, crumbling now under the weight of authenticity. Jocelyn, sensing her turmoil, whispered, "We can face this together." But Lila's mind screamed, "At what cost?" The evening unraveled into accusations and pleas. Her father paced, ranting about family legacy and moral decay, while her mother sobbed quietly. Lyla defended their love, her voice gaining strength with each word, but inside guilt gnawed. Was she selfish for prioritizing her happiness? Society's whispers echoed in her head, the stares at pride parades, the slurs she'd overheard. Yet Jocelyn's presence grounded her, a beacon in the chaos. As they left that night, hand in hand, Lyla felt the first crack in her world, wondering if mending it was even possible. Days blurred into a haze of tense phone calls and avoided glances. Lyla moved in with Jocelyn temporarily, their small apartment in Midtown Atlanta becoming a sanctuary. But even there, doubt crept in. "Do you regret it?" Jocelyn asked one night, curled up on the couch. Lyla hesitated, her inner voice conflicting. "Part of me does, for the pain I've caused. But no, loving you is the truest thing I've done." "No," she lied softly, pulling Jocelyn closer. The lie tasted bitter, a small betrayal to herself. Work became an escape for Lyla, her job at the marketing firm demanding focus. But colleagues' casual comments about diversity hires, or those people, reminded her of the broader battlefield. Jocelyn, a teacher at a progressive school, faced her own pressures, parents questioning her influence on students. "It's like we're under a microscope," Jocelyn confided. Lyla nodded, but internally, she questioned if their relationship could withstand the scrutiny. What if one of us breaks? A week later, Lila's brother, Mark, called. "Dad's not sleeping, Ly. Mom's a wreck. They think this is a phase." His words twisted the knife. Mark had always been the mediator, but even he sounded strained. "I support you, but think about them." Lyla hung up, tears burning. Support with conditions. Was that real acceptance? Jocelyn held her as she cried, but Lila's mind raced. Am I tearing my family apart for something society deems wrong? The conflict deepened when Lyla's parents invited her home alone. "We need to talk without influences," her father said. Jocelyn encouraged her to go, but Lyla felt the weight of division. Arriving at the familiar doorstep, she braced for battle. Inside, her mother hugged her tightly, whispering, "We love you, but this isn't right." The words ignited Lyla's anger. "Love me? Or the version of me you want?" The conversation spiraled into ethics and faith. Her father quoted scripture, arguing choice over nature. Lyla countered with science and personal truth, but doubt lingered. What if they're right? What if I'm choosing sin over family? As she left unresolved, she texted Jocelyn, "Coming home." But home felt fractured. Jocelyn's own family, more accepting, offered solace, but it highlighted the imbalance. "My parents want to meet yours," Jocelyn said optimistically. Lyla laughed bitterly. That would be a disaster. Internally, she envied Jocelyn's ease, resenting the unfairness. "Why must I pay this price? As tensões monted, Lyla faceda moral crossroais." A job promotion required relocation to New York. A fresh start but farther from family. "We could go together," Jocelyn suggested. Lyla's heart torn. Accept and abandon roots, or decline and stagnate. The decision loomed, a test of her convictions. Lyla stared at the promotion email, the screen blurring through unshed tears. New York meant opportunity, but also distance, physical and emotional, from the family she still craved approval from. Jocelyn, sensing her hesitation, placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. "This could be our chance to build something without the shadows." But Lyla's mind whispered, "Or the final nail in the coffin of my relationships." The next day, she confided in a coworker, Sarah, who was openly gay. "Family pressure is the worst," Sarah said. "But you can't live for them." Lyla nodded, but internally debated. Is authenticity worth isolation? Sarah's stories of her own estrangement fueled Lyla's fears. Years without holidays, missed milestones. What if that's my future? Jocelyn pushed for the move, her enthusiasm clashing with Lyla's doubts. "Imagine us in the city, free from judgment." But Lyla snapped, "Free? Or just running away?" The argument escalated, words like weapons. "You're scared," Jocelyn accused. "And it's making you question us." Lyla retreated to the bedroom, heart pounding. She's right, but admitting it feels like defeat. Her parents' calls intensified, laced with ultimatums. "Come home alone, or don't come at all," her father said. Lyla's resolve wavered. Meeting them secretly, she hoped for compromise. But the visit turned sour when her mother presented pamphlets from conversion therapy groups. "This could help you," she pleaded. Horror surged through Lyla. "Help? This is torture." She stormed out, but the seed of betrayal planted. "How could they suggest erasing who I am?" Jocelyn waited at home, anger flaring when Lyla recounted the meeting. "They're trying to brainwash you." But Lyla defended them weakly. "They're scared too." The divide grew. Jocelyn saw enemies, Lyla saw misguided love. Internally, Lyla agonized. Am I naive for holding on? A turning point came at a local LGBT support group Jocelyn dragged her to. Stories of rejection and resilience resonated, but one woman's tale of reconciling with family after years apart gave Lyla hope. "It takes time," the woman said. Lyla clung to that, but Jocelyn dismissed it. Some families never change. Their differing views sparked tension. Jocelyn ready to cut ties, Lyla desperate to mend. Work pressures mounted. The promotion deadline loomed. Lyla's boss praised her, unaware of the personal storm. "You're a star," he said. But Lyla felt like a fraud, hiding her turmoil. A client meeting went awry when a homophobic joke slipped out. Lyla froze, then excused herself. In the bathroom, she splashed water on her face, thinking, "This world isn't ready for us. Why fight?" Jocelyn's patience frayed. "Decide, Lyla. Asor them." The ultimatum mirrored her parents, trapping Lyla in a vice. She lashed out. "It's not that simple." Alone that night, Lyla reflected. Love shouldn't demand sacrifice, but does it always? Her brother intervened again, arranging a neutral meeting. At a coffee shop, Mark urged understanding. "Dad's softening, but you need to give too." Lyla bristled. Give what? My identity. But she agreed to another family dinner, sans Jocelyn. Jocelyn exploded upon hearing. You're choosing them over me. The fight peaked, door slamming. Lyla's mind screamed. I'm losing everything. The dinner was tense, her parents probing gently. We miss you, her mother said. Lyla opened up about her love for Jocelyn, hoping for empathy. Her father listened, a crack in his armor. I don't understand, but I don't want to lose you. Tears flowed. Progress? But as she left, guilt returned. Am I betraying Jocelyn by seeking this? Jocelyn waited, arms crossed. How was your secret rendezvous? Sarcasm dripped, igniting another row. I'm trying to bridge worlds. Lyla yelled. Jocelyn retorted. At my expense. The night ended in silence, each retreating to their thoughts. Lyla wondered. Can love survive division? As the promotion decision neared, Lyla faced a colleague's coming out story. Inspiring yet cautionary. I lost friends but gained myself, he said. Lyla envied his certainty. That evening, she proposed a compromise to Jocelyn. Accept the job but visit family often. Jocelyn hesitated. Only if they accept us. Lyla agreed, but doubt lingered. What if they don't? Society's weight pressed harder. News of anti-LGBT bills in Georgia fueled paranoia. Jocelyn rallied at protests, dragging Lyla along. Amid chants, Lyla felt empowered, but fearful. What if violence erupts? Her mind raced with worst-case scenarios. The climax built when Lyla's father called unexpectedly. I read some articles. Maybe I was wrong. Hope surged, but skepticism held. Prove it, Lyla challenged. He suggested meeting Jocelyn. Elated, Lyla shared with Jocelyn, who remained wary. It's a trap. Lyla's frustration boiled. Why can't you trust? The meeting was set, nerves fraying. Lyla prepared speeches in her head, weighing words like lifelines. As the day approached, she questioned everything. Is reconciliation possible, or am I deluding myself? The restaurant buzzed with neutral energy, a buffer against potential explosions. Lyla and Jocelyn arrived first, hands clasped tightly. If it goes south we leave, Jocelyn whispered. Lyla nodded, but inside, please let this heal us. Her parents entered, expressions guarded. Greetings were stiff, small talk awkward. As appetizers arrived, her father cleared his throat. Jocelyn, tell us about yourself. Jocelyn spoke confidently about her teaching career, passion for education. Lyla watched her parents' faces soften slightly, but tension simmered. Her mother asked, how did this happen? Lyla intervened. It didn't happen. It's who I am. Defensiveness rose, but her father raised a hand. We're trying to understand. Conversation delved deeper, touching faith and society. Jocelyn argued eloquently for equality, citing laws and personal rights. Her father countered with tradition, but without anger. Times are changing, he admitted. Lyla's hope flickered. Is this breakthrough? But Jocelyn's skepticism showed in her tight smile. Internally, Lyla pleaded, give them a chance. The evening progressed unevenly. Moments of connection punctured by discomfort. Her mother complimented Jocelyn's necklace, a small olive branch. But when politics arose, recent bills, Jocelyn challenged sharply. Those laws hurt people like us. Her father bristled. Not everything is an attack. Lyla mediated, heart racing. Don't let this derail. As dessert came, her father surprised them. I don't agree with everything, but I see how happy you make Lyla. Tears welled in Lyla's eyes. Jocelyn softened, thanking him. But leaving, Jocelyn confided. It's a start, but words aren't actions. Lyla agreed, but optimism bloomed. Maybe we can coexist. Post-meeting, Lyla accepted the promotion, excitement tempered by anxiety. Packing for New York, she and Jocelyn dreamed of their future. Apartment hunting, exploring the city. But calls home revealed lingering strain. Her mother hinted at church disapproval. Lyla brushed it off, but doubt crept. Will distance widen the gap? In New York, the pace was relentless, a distraction from inner conflicts. Lyla thrived at work, but Jocelyn struggled finding a teaching job. Everything's so competitive, she complained. Lyla supported her, but resentment built. Why did I drag her here? Jocelyn's mood swings tested their bond. A surprise visit from Mark brought family news. Dad's attending a PFLAG meeting. Pride swelled in Lyla, but Jocelyn rolled her eyes. One meeting doesn't erase years of hurt. Lyla snapped. It's progress. The argument revealed cracks, Jocelyn's unforgiving stance clashing with Lyla's hopefulness. Internally, Lyla questioned. Am I too forgiving? Society's pressures amplified in the city. Pride events were empowering, but backlash stories in the news haunted Lyla. A colleague's casual slur at a bar ignited her anger, leading to a confrontation. That's not okay, she said firmly. The apology came, but Lyla felt exposed. Even here, we're not safe. Jocelyn's job search frustration peaked, leading to accusations. You prioritized your career over us. Lyla defended. This is for our future. But guilt gnawed. Did I? The fight ended in tears, each retreating. Lyla reflected. Love requires balance, but have I tipped the scales? Reconciliation attempts with family continued via video calls. Her parents shared stories of church friends with similar situations, seeking common ground. Jocelyn joined reluctantly, her input guarded. Progress was slow, but tangible. Yet, a bombshell dropped when her mother confessed. We told Aunt Clara. Lyla's aunt, ultra-conservative, reacted poorly, spreading rumors. Hurt surged. Why expose us? The betrayal stung, fueling Jocelyn's distrust. See? They'll never fully accept. Lyla wavered, anger mixing with sorrow. Confronting her parents, she demanded boundaries. If you can't respect our privacy, we're done. Her father's apology was sincere, but damage done. Internally, Lyla agonized. How many chances do I give? As winter set in, isolation grew. Jocelyn's new job at a charter school brought relief, but long hours strained them. A missed anniversary dinner sparked blame. You're always working, Jocelyn said. Lyla retorted. So are you. Silence followed, each pondering. Is this sustainable? A pivotal moment came at a therapy session Lyla suggested. The counselor unpacked layers. Family trauma, societal bias, personal fears. Jocelyn admitted resentment toward Lyla's family ties. Lyla confessed lingering guilt. Insights emerged. Healing requires effort from all, but applying them proved hard. Tensions escalated when Lyla's parents planned a visit. Jocelyn balked. I'm not ready. Lyla pushed. This is important. The standoff forced a choice. Family or partner? Lyla chose compromise, delaying the visit. Jocelyn appreciated it, but the rift lingered. In quiet moments, Lyla journaled her thoughts. The price of love is constant negotiation. But is it worth the exhaustion? As High trended toward crisis, she braced for the next wave. Spring in New York brought tentative renewal, but Lyla's world teetered. Jocelyn's growing distance manifested in late nights and curt texts. What's wrong? Lyla asked over dinner. Jocelyn hesitated. I feel like I'm losing you to your past. The admission hit hard. Lyla realized her family focus had overshadowed their present. Internally, have I neglected us? Therapy continued, unveiling deeper issues. Jocelyn revealed childhood abandonment fears, triggered by Lyla's divided loyalties. I need you all in. Lyla promised change, but actions lagged. A weekend getaway aimed to reconnect, but arguments resurfaced. You still call them daily, Jocelyn pointed out. Lyla defended. Their family. The cycle persisted. Work demanded more from Lyla, a big campaign consuming her. Success came, but at home emptiness grew. Jocelyn joined a support group for partners in mixed acceptance relationships, finding solace. They get it, she said. Lyla felt jealous. Why not confide in me? The breaking point neared when Lyla's parents rescheduled their visit. This time Jocelyn agreed, but with conditions. No preaching. Lyla related, her father complying. The weekend arrived fraught with anticipation. At the airport, hugs were awkward but genuine. Touring the city, small talk evolved into real dialogue. Over dinner, her mother asked Jocelyn about her dreams. Jocelyn opened up, sharing aspirations. Her father listened, even joking lightly. Lyla's heart soared. This could work. But later, in private, her parents expressed concerns. "We're worried about your future, kids' stability." Lyla bristled. "Our future is ours." The subtle judgment reignited doubt. Jocelyn sensed it post-visit. "They still see us as flawed." Lyla admitted the truth, leading to vulnerability. "I'm torn." Jocelyn's eyes filled. "Then choose." The ultimatum returned heavier. Lyla's mind raced. Lose family or love? In the aftermath, silence dominated. Lyla sought advice from Sarah, now a friend. Sometimes, you have to set boundaries. Inspired, Lyla confronted her parents via call. "Accept us fully or step back." Her father's response: "We need time." Disappointment crushed her. Jocelyn, meanwhile, confided in a group friend, Emily. Too closely, Lyla suspected. Jealousy flared when texts popped up late. "Who's Emily?" Lyla asked. Jocelyn dismissed. "Just a friend." But doubt seeded. Is this revenge? The suspicion culminated in a heated confrontation. "Are you cheating?" Lyla accused. Jocelyn denied vehemently. "How dare you?" But the damage was done, trust fractured. Lyla reflected. "My insecurities are poisoning us." Rebuilding began slowly. Apologies exchanged, they recommitted. But society intruded. A workplace discrimination suit against a colleague reminded Lyla of vulnerabilities. "We have to be stronger," she told Jocelyn. Agreement came, but exhaustion showed. A moral dilemma arose when Lyla's firm took a client with anti-LGBT ties. "I can't work on this," she told her boss. Standing firm risked her job, but integrity demanded it. Jocelyn supported. "Proud of you." The stance paid off. Her boss reassigned, respecting her. Empowerment surged. Yet, personal costs mounted. Her aunt's rumors reached extended family, leading to shunning at a cousin's wedding invite exclusion. Hurt deepened. "Why punish me for love?" Jocelyn comforted, but her own frustrations bubbled. "Maybe we need space." The words terrified Lyla. Therapy intensified, unpacking betrayal fears. Jocelyn admitted emotional reliance on Emily, but nothing more. Relief washed over Lyla, but vigilance remained. They planned a trip home to Atlanta, testing waters. The visit was pivotal. Meeting family, Jocelyn shone, charming even skeptics. Her father engaged genuinely, discussing shared interests. Progress felt real, but a slip, her mother's offhand comment about phases, stung. Lyla addressed it privately. "No more." Her mother apologized. Returning to New York, hope renewed. But Jocelyn dropped a bomb. "I got a job offer back in Atlanta." Lyla's world spun. Stay together or apart? "Come with me," Jocelyn urged. But Lyla's career anchored her. The choice loomed. Sacrifice for love? Debates ensued, pros and cons weighed. Lyla's inner turmoil peaked. "I fought so hard. Now this?" Society's role amplified. Atlanta's conservatism versus New York's freedom. As decision time approached, Lyla realized the true cost. Every choice hurt someone. But which pain is bearable? The high trended to resolution, fraught with emotion. Lyla paced the apartment, Jocelyn's offer hanging like a guillotine. "Atlanta means facing everything head-on," Jocelyn said. Lyla countered. "New York is our escape." The impasse revealed core differences. Jocelyn craved confrontation, Lyla sought harmony. Internally, "Can we bridge this?" Family weighed in. Her parents encouraged the move. "Come home," her mother pleaded. But Jocelyn's influence pulled opposite. A compromise emerged. Lyla requests remote work. Her boss agreed partially, hybrid setup. Relief, but logistics daunted. Packing again, emotions swirled. Lyla reflected on the journey. From confession to near collapse, each step a lesson in resilience. Jocelyn echoed, "We've grown." But scars remain, trust tentative. Back in Atlanta, they settled into a new home, closer to family. Interactions increased, boundaries set. Her father joined a support group, surprising all. "I want to understand," he said. Lyla's gratitude mixed with caution. Actions over words. Society's challenges persisted. A local ordinance threatened rights, prompting activism. Jocelyn led, Lyla supported reluctantly. "This is our fight," Jocelyn insisted. Lyla agreed, but feared backlash. A protest turned tense, slurs hurled. Adrenaline surged. Lyla stood firm, empowered. Work balanced precariously. Commutes to New York exhausted her. Jocelyn thrived in her job, but Lyla felt sidelined. Resentment brewed. Why her happiness over mine? A candid talk ensued. "We need equity," Lyla said. Jocelyn conceded, helping more. A betrayal surfaced when Lyla discovered Jocelyn had confided family secrets to Emily, now a distant friend. "It was before," Jocelyn explained. Hurt flared. "Trust is everything." Forgiveness came hard, but necessary. Lyla pondered. How many wounds can we heal? Family milestones tested bonds. At her brother's birthday, inclusion felt genuine. Jocelyn bonded with relatives, easing tensions. But whispers from extended family lingered, reminders of prejudice. Lyla ignored, focusing on progress. As months passed, equilibrium formed. Love deepened amid trials, each decision a testament to commitment. Yet doubts whispered, is this enough? A final crisis hit when Lyla's firm demanded full-time office return. New York or quit, her boss said. Jocelyn urged staying. We've built here. But career called. The choice crystallized. Prioritize self or relationship. After sleepless nights, Lyla chose resignation, freelancing in Atlanta. For us, she told Jocelyn. Joy followed, but sacrifice stung. Internally, was it right? Life stabilized, love enduring through storms. Family accepted gradually, society evolved slowly. Lyla reflected. The price was high, but worth it? In the end, as they sat on their porch, hands entwined, Lyla wondered aloud about their path. But the deeper question lingered for all. In the pursuit of authentic love against societal odds, is compromising one's dreams ever truly the right choice?